So I'm going to make a few videos going through not every single problem on the quiz, but a few of them that I know some people had some trouble with. If there's a type of problem that was on the quiz that I don't go over that you want to see a video for, just let me know and I'll try to make one. This first one here that I wanted to go over is linear factors or linear factorization. So for this one here, they tell you that h of x equals x cubed minus 6x squared plus 5x plus 6 has a 0 of 2, and then they want you to express it as a product of linear factors. So the way that you do that is we'll just copy down our base polynomial here so that we can refer to it. So h of x equals x cubed minus 6x squared plus 5x plus 6. Okay, and they tell you that 2 is a 0, okay? So if 2 is a 0, that means when we use synthetic division with 2, okay, we'll get 0 as our remainder. So there's our x cubed coefficient, our x squared coefficient, our x coefficient, and our constant term. So let's see how that goes. Bring the 1 down, 2, this is -4, -8, -3, -6, 0. Okay, so the important thing to remember, and maybe you've seen this in the explanations, or maybe I've described it before, but just in case, remember that when you're doing synthetic division or synthetic substitution, what this whole process is actually doing is dividing this original polynomial by x minus 2, okay, or whatever the independent variable is, minus 2, okay? So we can re-express h of x as x minus 2 times this leftover stuff, which is going to be x squared minus 4x minus 3. Okay? And from there, we want to look at factoring this quadratic here to get it into linear factors. Factors of 3 obviously are just going to be 3 and 1, so we're not going to be able to get anything useful there. We're going to have to use probably quadratic formula. So opposite of b, it's going to be 4 plus or minus the square root of 4ac, so that's b squared, so that's 16 minus 4ac, we get this negative sign here, so it's going to wind up being plus 12, okay, all over 2a, which is just 2, okay. This is 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 plus 12, this is 28, okay, all over 2. 28, remember, is 4 times 7, okay, so this is going to be 4 plus or minus 2 radical 7 all over 2, or 2 plus or minus radical 7. Okay, so our other zeros, our zeros of this quadratic piece here, are 2 plus 7 and 2 minus 7. Okay, so to express that, we write down h of x equals, again, x minus 2. That's to show that 2 is a 0, positive 2 is a 0. Then we have x minus 2 plus radical 7, okay? And we have x minus 2 minus radical 7, okay? And there we have it as a product. Now, the reason they call this linear factors is because if we look inside each set of parentheses, we have a linear expression, okay, an expression where the highest power is 1. That's all that's meant by linear factors. This is, in effect, the same as writing it in intercept form, okay? So it shows us pretty clearly what all of the x-intercepts of our polynomial are, and it's expressed as a product of linear expressions, okay? So this is going to be our final answer, okay? And so to input it on Alex, we would just do h of x equals, we have parentheses x minus 2, then another set of parentheses, we have x minus 2 minus radical 7, and then we have x minus 2 plus radical 7, and then an end parentheses, and that would be it.